Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, one of the major conversations we don't get to talk a lot about as immigrant living in the UK is around money, around our finances. And one of the trends that has, been very much common among immigrants living in the UK is living from paycheck to paycheck. So if you find yourself in this situation whereby, your income is not, matching with your expenses on a monthly basis, then you sure don't want to stick to this video till the end, as I'll be sharing with you what you need to do in order to keep your finances afloat and avoid living, to live on paycheck to paycheck and being able to save substantial amount of money to fund whatever dream or desire you've got in the future. And this is coming from an immigrant like yourself who have lived in the UK for a little bit about 4 years, and how I've been able to keep my finances in check and help grow my money and live a bit comfortable, not extremely comfortable, but at least comfortable enough to be able to afford whatever I want in the United Kingdom. So if you think this video will be relevant to you, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, I share videos around immigration, transitioning into tech and growing your money. So if it sounds like something you like to stay in touch with, please do click on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The last 2 years I've spoken with hundreds of immigrants living in the UK like myself, and we have conversation around money, and I've been able to see some of the common mistakes made by so many immigrants around their finances, and how these has keep them bit on the under in regards to their finances, and how they're able to move to that particular financial strength that they've always wanted to. And these are the common mistakes that some people make, especially for new immigrants or those who recently moved into the UK for whatever reason, whether to work or to study. These are the strategies that I also used that was able to help me get some level of financial freedom, and I think it's going to be relevant for yourself also. Now, the first thing you need to do to help you manage your finances is to open the right account. And so when I say the right account, I'm talking about the right bank account. Now, having the right account is something that is very important, because it helps you plan both your short-term and your long-term goal. So, for example, I make use of an app, of a bank app called Revolut. And one of the things I use Revolut for basically is for me to be able to manage, monitor the outgoings from my bank account, how I get to know how much I spent in a month, what I've spent certain amount of money on. So I get to see like a trend. I compare what I spent money on last month to this month, or am I spending more on groceries now, or am I spending more on electricity bill? So it's just a way for me to like track what I'm spending, and that helps me manage my finances and also plan effectively for the future. Now, another thing I do basically that helps me manage my finances is creating a budget. And this is something I tell people that, on the average, every individual should be able to at least save about 20% of their monthly earning. Now, if you're unable to save 20% of your monthly earning, it means that you're not either not earning enough, or you need to increase, your monthly earnings. So you need to try and focus and ideally save about 20% of your income. If you're not doing that, or if you find it difficult to do that because of your outgoings, then you might want to do one thing: get a new job, increase the salary, and just find a way to increase the family's income. Now, another thing you need to do as an immigrant living in the UK is building your emergency fund. And this is important because, especially for those on visas like myself, we don't have access to public funds. So it means that if you get to a situation whereby you need financial help, you need to sort yourself out. The government wouldn't. So having an emergency fund is extremely important. And this is what I tell people: you need to have a savings of at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses to protect against unexpected, event like job loss or medical emergencies. So if you, at the moment, you don't have at least 3 to 6 month monthly expenses saved somewhere as your emergency fund, then you're definitely living from paycheck to paycheck, and you probably need to take your finances more seriously and help, gain that level of and financial confidence that you need as an immigrant living and working in the United Kingdom. Now, the question is, how do you get to do all of those things? How do you, increase emergency funds? How do you, help manage your savings? And this is one of the conversations that people don't really get to have. And especially for immigrants, we don't really like to talk about money. And this is why this video is coming up. And one of the things to do is to take account, take advantage of the UK savings schemes. Now, there are different UK savings schemes that you can leverage on. And this will not just help you save your money, it will also help you grow your money in a way. It might not be a massive, significant growth. However, your money is not staying the same way. Because if you put in £1,000 in an account in January 2024, by December, January 2024, the amount in your account will still remain 1,000. So, however, but there's certain saving schemes that are available for immigrants that you and myself can actually leverage on. And I think we don't really talk a lot about this, and so many people, genuinely don't know about some of these things. And one of the most common one is called the individual savings account, which is called the ISA. And there are different kind of ISA accounts, and one of the most common one is the cash ISA. So for the cash ISA, you just like you say, it's a regular savings account, but it has certain restrictions. So for example, with a cash ISA, or ISAs generally, you can only save about £20,000 every tax year. So if you're probably not, you're not a risk taker, for example, and you want to still see the value of your money in your account without taking any risk, then a cash ISA might be the best option for you. So with cash ISA, you can put in £20,000, for example, in that particular account each financial year. And based on the current rates as at December 2024, one of the top leading financial services company that actually provide a good rate is we've got like Moneybox and also Trading 212. They have like the highest rates in the market, and I think at the moment, as the time I'm making this video, the rate on Moneybox is about 5.17%. So it means that if you put in £20,000 in your account December 2024, by December 2025, after 1 year, your money would not remain £20,000 in that account. It will have grown with about £1,000 more, which I think is not a bad idea. It's just a way for you to, you can decide to have that £1,000 tax-free interest as your emergency fund if you want to. So this is one way of you being able to grow your money and still be able to like have a good savings saved somewhere for you to be able to fund whatever lifestyle that you want. Another type of ISA is the stock and shares ISA. We also have the lifetime ISA, and also I need to mention that for the cash ISA, you can't make you can make your withdrawal at any time. However, you're going to lose the interest rate if you make more than 3 withdrawals in the same tax year. So I think it's just important for you to look at the different ISA, read more about them, and get to see the one that you think you're a bit more comfortable with, and then start saving. Now, another way is for long-term savings, and it's quite a bit controversial, especially for immigrants, because you don't have like permanent residence in the UK. Having to like stay for a long time might not be a good idea in some people's opinion, but in my opinion, I think living in the UK, if you're already on a work visa, it means that you have the potential of being in the UK for a very long time. So savings for long time is really important. And one of the ways is to run into real estate. So it's like you getting a mortgage, buying a house, and building equity on that house over time. And also, you can leverage on the stock market investment. You can also leverage on like buying properties aside from your residential properties, buying properties, buy to let, and all of that. So yeah, those are one way of actually, building your capacity. Now, another way to actually grow your money is by upskilling and increasing earning potential. And this is one of the conversation I've had with so many migrants that say, for you to earn more in the UK, you need to build more capacity. You need to build more technical skills. So I would give an example. I had a conversation with someone last year, and she used to work as, a care assistant in the UK. Fantastic job. She's happy with it. However, when she got married, family need requires her to one. She needed more earning. Two, she needed more flexibility with her time. And working as a care assistant made it a little bit impossible for her to be able to achieve that. And what she did basically was her skill. She learned project management, and she was able to get a role as a project manager that requires her to only go to the office once a week, and that gives her more time for the family. And obviously, she was earning more working as a project manager than working as a care assistant. So one way is just for you to invest in yourself, basically build right technical skills, look at the different career paths that are actually, very much that there are actually so much potential opportunities and also ability to actually earn more, build the technical skills. I also used to work as a care assistant. I built my technical skills in data analytics, and that was one of the most important, should I say, the best decision I made in 2022. That has not just projected me to a career path I've always wanted. That's also helped me increase my earning potential as an immigrant in the UK. Now, another thing you need to do also is to reduce debt and expenses. So find a way to reduce your debt and expenses as much as you can. And I tell people, say, if you're looking at building some financial freedom, you might want to reduce your debt. And that's one of the things I did. So when I was ready to get a car, it got to a particular point in my life that having a car was no longer a necessity. Was no longer a luxury. It became a necessity. That's the right word. It became a necessity, and you know even though I could afford to get car finance, I chose not to. I bought a car outrightly that served me for about 18 months. And when I got enough financial capacity, enough financial strength to be able to afford to buy in, a car on finance, it was easy because it wasn't a burden. I've been able to like build my portfolio, build my financial strength to that level. So find a way to reduce your debt as much as you can, and most importantly, with credit card. Don't spend any amount on your credit card that you can afford. So try to reduce, and that's one thing I do basically. I use my credit card in order to build like credit history. However, any amount I don't have in my savings account for expenses, I don't spend such amount on my credit card. So it's just a very important thing. Another thing you also need to do is to build your credit score. And this is important for you to be able to leverage on so many opportunities in the UK, especially for things like, being able to get mortgage and, all of that, interesting finance stuff. Having a good credit score is important. At the moment, I've got a perfect credit score, 999 over 999. And this didn't happen, overnight. This happened, with years of constantly being conscious of my, credit score, my credit history, making sure that I don't miss deadline of any payments, and and all of those things. So if you think having your credit score is not so good enough, I think you're looking at building on it, you might probably want to get a credit card. You can check the link in the description of this video, or now you can actually open an Amex credit card and start building that credit history in order to help you get those access that you need to build a life that you've always wanted. So yeah, it's really important if you're currently living as an immigrant and you have any question around money, how to grow your money, the challenges you're facing in terms of like earning capacity, that you want to state those comments in the comment section. And if you'd like to jump on a one-to-one session with me, there's also a link in the description of this video. You can have a one-to-one conversation, phone conversation, to answer all the questions you might have that you can't put in the comment section. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, do want to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.